So what changes in your writing sessions when you use the concept of constructive criticism for your stories as data? In the last video, I talked about what can go wrong when someone uses their knowledge to embarrass you. But what happens when you use feedback as a tool to grow your craft? Maybe you've been bruised from some negative experiences with getting feedback, or you're new to how it works. You might have had a few friends or a family member read your story, but when they are so close to you, they may not be totally honest or understand all of the dynamics or the structure of writing, so they don't know how to provide proper feedback. So what changes when you get involved in the right writing group? First, they give you feedback that feels like a bridge, and that helps you execute on a higher level. That can come in the form of what if scenarios. What if the character did this? What if the character did that? Then they'll ask you questions, tell you what doesn't make sense, or they just give you ideas. The second thing that will happen is that your confidence will increase because you're walking away with more gas for your story. When you receive notes, it's supposed to stretch you, which may feel uncomfortable at first, but when you are being stretched, you're able to see your story and write your story from another angle, which helps you with the overall arc of your story. What all of this does is it helps you see your story from a distance. When you're up close to your story all the time, you tend to think it always makes sense when it doesn't. Now, what happens when you apply the notes? You advance your execution because the feedback shows you exactly where the story wants to grow. You strengthen your instincts because you learn to recognize what actually works on the page. You build your stamina because you're no longer writing and deleting, and you expand your range because every applied note stretches your skill set. So tell me in the comments, are you in the before where you are distrusting of writing communities, or have you found a safe space where you're receiving the feedback and meeting the moment? I want to hear from you.